never did: break into Manhattan real estate.
He's a kid who wants to figure out how to make deals, to figure out how to establish a presence for himself in Manhattan. And he's right to believe that that's not easy to do.
He needed a mentor. He found one in Roy Cohn, the notorious New York lawyer.
Well, he was savage. Cohn had an incredible reputation for being a tough guy.
The scene is Washington and a Senate investigating subcommittee. Mr. Cohn, his friend and aide, was present with Senator McCarthy to answer...
Cohn had become famous during the McCarthy hearings, a witch hunt that accused Americans of communist sympathies.
He delighted in the fact that he had ruined so many lives in the McCarthy era.
Detailed testimony, and that in the record, Mr. Chairman, of Levitsky's association, close personal association with Julius Rosenberg over a period of years.
Roy Cohn humiliated people. He made up things. He had no morals. You couldn't even say that he had the morals of a snake. He had no morals. He had no moral center.
Everyone knows the most famous legal, my pal and yours, Roy Cohn.
Good evening, Nikki. How are you?
Roy was like a street guy. You know, he was like, you punch me, I'll punch you. And I think he made Donald very confrontational. And I think you had that sort of tough guy, don't take any kind of, bull from anybody kind of an attitude. And I think a lot of that, he instilled in Donald.
And in his drawer, he had a picture of Roy. And it was a grainy black and white picture, and Roy looked like the devil. And he would pull it out and he would say, "This is my lawyer. If we can't make an agreement, this is who you're going to be dealing with."
In 1973, Trump hired Cohn to defend him and his father. They had been sued by the federal government for discriminating against black renters looking for apartments in their buildings.
The lawsuit revealed that Trump agents allegedly were writing down C for colored or number 9 to indicate a black prospective tenant, and those people were often turned away.
And Trump asked him for advice. What do I do? Do I settle? And Roy Cohn said, never settle. Roy Cohn said, you need to fight back harder than they ever hit you.
At a press conference and in court filings, Trump and Cohn claimed they were the victims.
He comes right back with a $100 million lawsuit, which was filed by Roy Cohn. And that was Roy Cohn's signature kind of thing.
You tell me one other instance.
Roy Cohn taught Donald how to come out punching, how to use lawsuits like machine gun bullets, and take a no-prisoners approach to City Hall, to your business opponents, to anyone else who might get in your way. And I think Donald reveled in that.
But with damning evidence of racial discrimination, the company was forced to settle. Nevertheless, Donald didn't admit any wrongdoing and even declared the outcome a victory.
This is a classic example of where Trump begins to demonstrate something he talks about all the time today, which is he's a counterpuncher. So somebody comes out after him and says that he's done something nefarious and horrible, and he just goes back at them with all guns blazing. Boom, boom, boom. And admits nothing, never admit anything, never say you made a mistake, just keep coming. And if you lose, declare victory. And that's exactly what happened there. He lost as clearly as you can lose, but he loudly proclaimed his victory.